This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe. And well, Drake has taken himself out of the conversation permanently for being one of the best rappers out here. He'll always make good music, but he always wanted that title as being respected as a rapper, right? When really now people are just going to look at him as a great musician, pop singer. He's never going to be considered again in like a battle or considered when he calls himself the best. He's just totally out of that conversation. And it all starts with Meek Mill, okay? Before that, him and Jay-Z would trade like little subliminal message, subliminal hate back and forth with each other. So would Kanye. There's always this competitive thing in hip-hop. Meek Mill, though, was jealous of Drake all these years. Drake was always giving him number ones. But Drake, I don't know. I think that it was just Meek Mill. He got upset. He got in his feelings that Drake didn't show up to one of his shows. And then, Nicki would put the battery in Meek Mill's back. So he jumped out the window and he said, stop comparing him to Drake too. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweet my album, because we found out. Meek Mill is a little girl. Always has been. Okay? He gets in his feelings, and then, he gets very offended very easily. Remember him? He always used to go back and forth with Wale. And, it is what it is. So, this already started to take Drake out of the conversation, because to be the best MC, you have to write your own raps, right? And if Drake has ghostwriters, you couldn't be considered one of the best rappers because you're not writing your own raps, right? So, Quentin Miller was revealed, but Drake came out victorious in this beef. He destroyed Meek Mill for a while. Meek Mill had a hard time recovering. Eventually, Meek Mill would come out of jail, and they would do championships, and they'd do a record on there, and that would make his record go number one, the championships, right? And all the people that hated Meek before because, they chose Drake, they wanted to be friends with him again because he was out of prison and was popular. Around this time, 2018 is when Pusha T, it was 2017 or 18, Pusha T has always been taking shots at Drake for the past, since 2009, right? Him and Wayne. And Drake took the bait this year. Pusha T said some stuff about Drake, and Drake takes the bait. He should have learned from this to never take the bait again and never engage, right? And just do subliminals and leave it at that. But he took the bait, dropped, I think it was Duppy, right? He dropped that. And then Pusha T responds. It eventually gets to the story of Added On, where he's talking about, his, son that he didn't reveal yet. And he takes a lot of deep shots at family members and OVO 40. And Drake says Drake does not respond. He decides to not respond at the words of Jay Prince. And the advice of Jay Prince was a horrible idea. You don't want to take advice from Jay Prince. Okay? Jay Prince, part of the reason Takeoff isn't here, right? So, this is true. Because they were protecting Takeoff. They couldn't protect them that night, and they vow to protect, you go to them to be protected. So, not responding, he automatically lost. It was over. And right then and there, you have a loss on your belt, and you didn't respond, and you just look weak at that point, And he should have learned from that to not take the bait, because you're not willing to go and play dirty like some people are. You have too much to lose. He should always thought he has too much to lose. Don't take the bait anymore. But 6 years go by. And him and Kendrick Lamar have always been... Kendrick Lamar hates Drake. He's hated Drake since 2012 for some reason. And they've been taking like subliminal shots at each other ever since. Drake's always been on top, though. Kendrick falls below Drake as far as popularity, right? Well, as we know, what happened this summer. Kendrick won, and he painted Drake as this PDF file, and Drake was painting him as a woman beater, and Drake lost. Not like us, caught on a lot more than any of Drake's records. West Coast got behind it. West Coast is different. They get behind their artists, especially in the time of beef, and Drake just didn't have a chance, right? I don't care what he dropped. It just wasn't going to work at that point. Well, recently he decided to take UMG to court, saying that they helped Kendrick win the battle by playlisting him and everything. The same things Drake benefits from being on UMG as well. Right hand in here, we've never seen a person take anybody to court over a rap battle. And they don't want these PDF file diss records playing anymore, at Drake's camp. It's bad for business. You could lose deals. They don't want it being played at the Super Bowl. They're trying to scare people into not playing it. So they filed this lawsuit. That's the last straw for Drake. Nobody's going to take him seriously at this point. Nobody's even going to want to engage in a battle with Drake because you might end up in court. And this was just a huge misstep on Drake for taking the bait and not willing to... I mean, he tried going deep, but it just didn't work. And I think he's taken out of the conversation forever as the best MC. He'll just be a really big artist. And honestly, if he doesn't bounce back from this, he'll be a forgotten artist. You'll remember those times, but it'll be like... And I can't believe it because he's given people so many hits. But I've never seen this before where it's like West Coast really got behind Kendrick and kind of demolished Drake. Drake just ain't feeling the same anymore. I don't even know if you can recover from this because it doesn't seem to be going away. It's been months now and it hasn't died down, that tension. So, well, we'll have to see, but Drake forever, his legacy is tarnished. And that's what it is, man. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.